easiest to put in. So hopefully we're all well. How are we today, guys? Are we okay? Let me know in the replay. You can always comment in the replay, you know. If you don't think that just because you're watching on replay means that you can't interact, because I do read the messages, and usually all the messages come through at the end of the video. So when I'm going through the videos, I can see the comments, you know, and any extra ones, obviously. So don't forget, tomorrow morning, it'll be 11:30 a.m. I'm on quiz number 19, I think. Yeah, I put it in the event. I've not decided which quiz to do yet. I might do a movie quiz again, because I really enjoyed the movie quizzes, or a history quiz. Hello, Aslan, how are you doing? I saw your comment yesterday come through when well, what happened was, I'll be honest with you, I was trying to figure out how to use OBS with Haps. Now, I messaged SwiftBeats about it, and he sent me a video link, and I watched half of the video, and then it was something to do with OBS. There's this thing called a virtual camera, and I was wondering, I pressed it, and I thought it would download this installer or something, and then I have no idea how it works. So if anybody knows what is going on with the eyes, how do you mean? I've just put the contact lenses in, so I usually wear glasses, you see, on the morning, so I put my contact lenses in. So that's why and it's really, really early, by the way, I should say. It's 9:30 in the morning. So let me just put these away. So yeah, I was trying to figure out how to use OBS with Haps, because normally what you do is you go into the settings in OBS, you click on that broadcasting area, streaming output area, whatever it is, and you click on it, and it asks for which broadcasting you're using. So like Twitter or Periscope, or there's loads of others on there, like YouTube as well. They've updated the list, so there's loads on there that are not there anymore. So it would be nice if Haps did a stream key, where you can just put the key in, you press go, and then it goes out to OBS. But there's no way I can put how I have no idea. I can't use Haps Studio because it does not work on my laptop. It does not work. It's because my laptop's it's not as fast as what a lot of others are. It just doesn't work. So for me to be able to use OBS, I need a stream key. So, or some sort of link. And I think it is coming. I have no idea, this virtual private network, virtual camera. I don't understand the need for it. I really don't. I don't understand. It's probably simple, but I'm just not thinking in the right way. Anyway, another thing I was doing, I got my I got my iPad, and I was going to do a 2-camera stream today, but because this iPad it was the first iPad Air that I bought. This is 6 years old, believe it or not. And Haps was working on here. It was working on here as about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and went to go load it, and it said you need to update the app. Went to go try and download the app, and it's not there. So they've taken off the support for iPad Airs. So I don't know why that is. So I can't even get Haps on the iPad now. So, and I'm not going to go and spend 300 quid on a new iPad. So it's not fair. It's not fair. I can't do that. I can't do OBS Studio. I can't do Haps 2-camera, because I was going to do it on there. I don't have another device. So we're going to have to stick with this view. And I'm sorry, guys, because I know everybody else is doing their amazing double screens and that sort of thing. But I can't do it because I don't have another device to do it with. So there we go. So you're going to have to put up with me like this, I'm afraid. But, you know, simple cooking is what you want to know. So we're going to do pancakes. This is Alexis's recipe, or it's Alexis got it from somewhere else. It could be a Pampered Chef recipe. I did the Pampered Chef games on table yesterday. Now, the reason you couldn't get on the link was because I was using the long. Alexis has 3 link trees. Okay, that's the simple truth. The one that I thought she was using the most now was her one that she's paying extra for. So you can get all the links and it plays videos. That's the one I thought she was using as the main one, but it's not. So it's the same link, Alexis_can_do, I think it is. You have to click on where it says table. I think it's like the second tab, I think, but it's that one. It's a completely different one to what I was using. And it's on there. So it's on a different one. click on that, put your email address in. This is for Alexa's, everybody. Go and play the games. It's sort of like Facebook, but Alexis's version and Pampered Chef's version of it. And there's loads of people from here already on there. So it's like there's games, there's information about products. I mean, I can't buy the products yet because they don't have Pampered Chef here in the UK anyway. So, but it's just nice to find out about all these. And one day, you never know, when it does come across to the UK, that product which I know about, I can say, listen, I'm going to buy that. Or if it's in stock, or somebody might have it secondhand and I know it's a good product. Or I might just say, think like, I've been sort of buying not similar products, but what things that I know I can use because it's the recipe that I like to go for. So Alexis does the recipes. I'm like, well, I don't have this, I don't have that, I'm gonna have to go and get that, and then I can actually go and cook it. And it's helping me with my weight loss as well, because guess how much weight I've lost? Even though I had an Indian last night, which I'm gonna have probably a really bad week, I've lost since Christmas. Are you ready for this? 2 stone and 1 pound. 2 stone, 1 pound. My weight now is 12 stone, 3 pounds, and I was about 14.5 stone. So yeah, 14. Yeah, I've lost 2 stone and 1 pound. And this was my achievement. It was between Christmas, and the end of March was to lose 2 stone. So I've lost more than 2 stone, which I'm happy with. Again, that is because I am dancing. I've been doing dancing a lot for the last 3 months. Practicing takes up like an hour of my day, well, half an hour of my day. Then I've got to, I'm practicing as well. Then I've got to do the actual teaching as well. Then I do my friends' teaches. So we're sharing out our classes. So because you pay donate for access to the classes, we've shared that amongst us. It's not like you're spending more money for the sake of it. Everybody's involved in this. So yeah, really, it's surprising how much I miss dancing and what it does to your body. And it's not just about that, it's about the dieting as well. So cut out sugar, cut out oil, get rid of all that fat when you're cooking. You don't need it all. And it's true, you don't need it all. Get a paper towel, just strip it off, take it off and put it in the bin. Don't put it down your sink because that's bad for you. What else was I going to say? Sugar. You need natural sugar. You can have sugar occasionally, but don't be like, oh, well, every time I'm snacking, I'm just going to grab a chocolate bar. If you plan it as part of your day, where you can say, do you know what? I've got this amount of points. I know exactly what that's going to be. Have it for your afternoon tea. Afternoon, with a cup of tea or something. I know everyone's different around the world, so there'll be something similar that you can have. But check. Thank you, Silva. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't mention it last week, so I completely forgot to mention it. In fact, I didn't even weigh myself until Thursday night again. So, because this is the problem. I prepare all my my classes are on Mondays and Fridays, and then Karen does hers on Tuesday and a Thursday. So, my mind's always constantly. I'm always moving, and then I do walking, and then I'm practicing. So yeah, seriously, if you would like me to do, well, I've been doing sort of like beginner dances and things. I have some links that you can download if you want to have a go. I will put them on my link tree. These links, or I can email it to you, or follow me on Instagram, and I will send you the links because they expire after a certain amount of time. Download the videos. And then you can watch them because I don't put them on YouTube. It was just for a certain particular group of people. Okay. Today my stew is ready that I made. I made it 2 days ago, so I need to put that on. I have some sausages that I'm going to be doing tonight, and then I'm probably going to make. Actually, I might just have it as a sausage stew, actually, rather than I usually do the Yorkshire puddings, and pudding's not a pudding. It's not a sweet thing. It's a savoury dish, and you fill it up with all your veg, and it's just nice to tear and eat. It's so nice. Hello, Molly. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. So should we get on with these pancakes then? Let me bring the camera down. Thank you for the Wow Award. Wow. Okay, it's nice and sunny outside. Do you want to see my, before I do start, look. Do you remember when I kept saying I'm cooking, I'm saying, right, if you've got any seeds left over from your peppers, your red peppers or your green peppers or yellow peppers, just grab the seeds, put them in some soil, put them on a sunny window, and this is what you get. Look at this. There you go. When did I do that? About 3 weeks ago. Look, So I don't think we're going to get huge peppers. We're not going to get huge ones. I'll have to put it into a bigger pot. But yeah, look, it's just pretty to look at, life in your kitchen. And I've got loads of parsley coming through, basil's coming through, chives are coming through. So yeah, hello Jess, lovely to see you. Thank you for coming on. I'm going to switch the camera down now. How was your evening of passion? Because I was watching your video yesterday. I think was I on replay? Maybe on replay, or was it on live? I can't remember. I think I was watching live. Then I came off because I had to do something, and then I watched the rest. So yeah, how was your night of passion? So yeah, let's make a start then. This is a really, really simple recipe. If I can remember it, I've not done this for ages. Let me move my big pans out of the way. So we're making banana pancakes. Okay. And we're not doing loads. Let me move this away. Jess, I've got my shorts on today. It's not hot. It's not as hot as Lebanon, but it's warm. It's warmer than it has been. So I'll put my shorts on. It's probably only about 12 degrees, but it is. I've got my shorts on. You're very welcome, Jess. Let's do these pancakes now. Let me bring you down. Do you want me to use the bigger one? Can you all see that? Oh no, it's going to go off. 1 second. Comments have gone funny now. 1 second. Are we back on landscape? There we go. How's the connection, guys? Okay, so we've got a little bowl, okay? We're going to take... I'm just going to get some eggs, because I've not prepared this. Let me check the eggs I'm using. I've got loads of eggs here. Okay, I'll try and read the comments as best I can. It's just the sun is shining on the screen. Okay, I can't even remember the first thing. Banana is what we need. So if you want to make up loads of mixture, then use more. I'm going to use half of banana. Hopefully you can all see this. Remember the 3 S's, guys. Share out if you can do. Subscribe. I use about 3/4 of this banana. So we're just going to put that into a bowl because we're going to save the rest for the topping. Is it 23 degrees? Wow. It's 8 degrees, says Silver. So good food you always prepare. Thanks, Jess. I do try. It's just me though cooking. That's all it is. And I like to try new recipes. So we've got our banana. Okay. I'm going to take an egg. 1 egg. We're going to pop that in there. And what we're going to do now is we're going to mash it up. You can add applesauce to this if you wanted to, because Alexis's recipe was applesauce, but I never added applesauce. So we're just going to get a fork. If you've got any with mashers, then use a masher. And so it's 1 egg and a banana. So we're just going to mash this up. Usually I mash up the banana first. So we mash the banana up with the egg. I'm going to mix it all together. Who loves pancakes? Let me know if you like pancakes. These are healthy pancakes. We're going to add some cinnamon into this as well. So banana and egg. Can you all see this, guys? Is this a trend? Anne did this 2 days ago. Did she do it as well? She's probably stolen it off Alexis. I stole it off Alexis. But they are really healthy. Maybe it's because I've not done them for a while, and maybe Anne then thought I'll give them a go. But again, food is food. It's whatever ingredients you have, and the fact that you can make them, you know, shows that you are willing to change your diet and for the better and eat healthier. So we're just going to mash them up. It's got to be really smooth. You could add a bit more banana in if you wanted to, but again, you've got to think about how many pancakes you're making. I've made these a few times now, and I have learned that when you when you cook them, you want to make sure your pan is low on heat because they cook really quickly. So just give them a mix. I actually have a hand blender now, which I've not used. I might make a cake tomorrow. So I went to the supermarket and got some flour and everything I need. So it's nice and smooth, as you can see there. Let me just bring it up to the screen. I don't know how. I don't make many pancakes on keto. Oh, it's yeah, but I don't make shuffles. I've never had shuffles before. I only like crepes. Oh, well, Jess, I was going to be making. I've got another recipe actually I want to make, and it's Japanese pancakes, in which you make the pancakes up. You put chocolate spread. You probably could do with these actually as well. But it's the texture of the actual pancake where once you've got two of the pancakes together, you put chocolate sauce on or chocolate spread, and you cover them over with another pancake, and you fold them in at the side, and they look amazing. And I'm gonna be making them at some point. So that's our banana mixture. Okay, I'm just gonna get some cinnamon. I'm just gonna have to move the camera because I don't want to be adding cumin in instead of cinnamon, do I? 1 second. Let me lift you up. Sorry, everyone. Where's my cinnamon got? I think I've got it. Oh, turmeric. I don't want turmeric, do I? I've got it. Cinnamon. They always look the same, don't they? They all have the same colour. Look, it's always the same colour. How's the connection, guys? Okay, we're going to add a little bit of cinnamon in here. So you want a half a teaspoon, not loads. Again, just mix that in. And then we're going to add some self-raising flour. And you want just 1 tablespoon of self-raising flour. If you're using plain flour, make sure to put baking powder in. 1 second. It's got really, really sunny, which is nice. The sun is shining. The sun has got his hat on. Hip, 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 hooray. Thank you, Molly, for the yummy award. We've not even made them yet. They might not turn out nice. So you want 1 tablespoon of self-raising flour. I think it was 1 tablespoon. So we've added in our cinnamon. If you want to add in some apple sauce, you can do. Now, I just get rid of that fork. And I'm just going to mix all this in. So we've got our flour, the banana mixture. I don't think I've missed anything out. As I say, if you're using plain flour, make sure to add some baking powder in, because that's what self-raising flour is. Okay, give all that a mix. Make sure it's nice and smooth. So don't forget tomorrow the quiz. We're doing the quiz at 11:30. That's UK time. So I think Alexis wasn't sure about the time zone. So we haven't moved time zones yet. That's next week. So we move our clock next week. And so we end up in British summertime next week. At the moment, I think we're GMT, which is Greenwich Mean Time. Okay, so that's our mixture. Okay, I'm going to put on a little pan, get this nice and warm, and then I'll show you. Okay, let me just pop this on. I can actually move this out of the way now. Let me move my eggs. Oh, 1 second. All over the place. I want you to be able to see the pan. There we go. How's that, guys? Is that okay? Thank you for subscribing, Mel. I do appreciate everyone that subscribes and follows. And remember, so share out, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And then the last thing is sponsor. Now, sponsor comes in 2 different ways. You can either just send awards, which is fantastic. But if you feel like you're sending awards all the time and want to make a regular, you know, I'm not a massive fan of the sponsor, if I'm honest with you. I prefer to people just give me, if you like it, like the broadcast, send awards when you like the broadcast. okay, rather than knowing like you have to give so much per month. I don't ask that of anybody. So, you know, but if you do want to do that, that's entirely up to you. Okay, so we're just going to get this nice and hot. Okay, it won't take too long. I need to get some new pans. That's my next thing to buy. Maybe with the with my haps. What's the word I'm looking for? The haps money. I'll get some new pans with them. Hello, Melissa. Lovely to see you. Is the connection okay? Is it okay now? I'm not seeing any. I'm seeing the comments coming through, but they're not as good as they were before. So we're making pancakes. Love the pancakes. Let me put my self-raising flour because this is just going to take 2 minutes to warm up. It's gone to great now. Good. Haps does seem to be getting better. So yeah, next week I've got planned. So in fact, tonight, well, I'm not going to be on tonight. Tomorrow I'm making a Brazilian fish stew. That does sound a bit weird. It's not like fish heads or anything, you know, when you think of a fish stew. This is it's a simply cooked recipe that I'm making tomorrow, and it's got cod fillets. This is the first time I'm actually cooking. Oh no, I've made salmon before, but I'm doing cod, and it's in a stew. I think it's got coconut milk in and peppers and things like that. It should be really nice and little flavour pots. And then I think I'm going to make a cake next week. We've got the quiz. What else is happening next week? I'm going to be making Japanese seared steak. Again, another simply cooked recipe. And then I'm going to be making... There's another thing I put down on my list. And beef sloppy joes, I think. I'm doing sloppy joes next week. So lots and lots of cooking next week. Some are HelloFresh recipes, some are simply cooked recipes. And then I'll obviously be making a cake, which is my recipe. And then we'll make something else. So, okay, so just give this a mix. So this is on a low heat. Okay, are we ready? Can you all see this, guys? So you could use an ice cream scoop if you wanted to. That's an ice cream scoop. But I sort of go off my own. I like them quite big. So just give that a mix. Are you ready then? Let's put these in. And I'm going to do one at a time. I like to put 2 in. And a little tip for you when you're making these is if you have a flipper, use a flipper. I just use a simple butter knife, a palette knife, and this will lift them up nicely because then you can get right under there, flip them over, and they're perfect. And you want to leave them until they start bubbling on the top. You don't want the pan on too hot. Okay, I'm just trying to read the comments. You're a great cook. Thanks, Jess. I love when you said yesterday, you went, Aidan, come cook for me. Come cook for me. Okay, I can see the comments. I don't know if the connection keeps going off. But yeah, I was a bit gutted this morning. I was like all ready to go live. I was going to have this camera view. I was going to have myself on the iPad, you know, and test it out. But I can't, even if I get broadband now, I wouldn't be able to do the camera view because I don't have another device. So because the iPad that I use was one of the first iPads, it was the first iPad Air, and it works fine. I don't really use it that much, to be honest with you. But because there's no update for apps, it worked the other week. Going to the App Store and there's no update for it. So anyway, never mind. And then OBS Studio, not OBS, App Studio doesn't work on my laptop. So okay, let's have a look at these then. See, it's starting to come up now. Just going to leave it a little bit longer until it gets a little bit browner. Because when the pan gets really hot, that's the point when you know you don't need to leave the pancakes in too long. I should get a plate though. And I can't zoom in on landscape either. It doesn't let me. Not on selfie mode. It's getting there slowly. Remember to use a non-stick pan as well. That sun is really bright. Just like, put my hand over it there. Can you see? So let me know how your Sunday's going. What are your plans for the day? I'm going to wait until it starts bubbling up. It's going brown underneath. I'm just going to give it another 20 seconds. They smell nice. And this mixture will make probably up to about, I usually get about 3 or 4, depending on how big you want them. Let's flip this over then. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. That's how simple it is to make. So as I said, all it is 1 egg, 1 banana, or 3/4 of a banana. You can add more banana if you want to. Cinnamon, just to give it an extra bit of flavour. And I said an egg, didn't I? Oh, and self-raising flour. It's the self-raising flour. Or if you're using plain flour, use baking powder as well, and that'll make them rise. Okay. So give it a try if you've got the ingredients, or you can get the ingredients really cheap. Don't go out buying stuff where if they're really expensive. You know, like I'm going to be making, I think, on the dessert day, a rhubarb. I could make rhubarb crumble, but I'm going to make a rhubarb crumble cake, possibly, or maybe just a rhubarb crumble, because rhubarb's really popular. Where I live, we live in the rhubarb triangle, so where all the Yorkshire rhubarb's grown. So I'm definitely going to have to do something, aren't I, for that? Okay, let me turn this over. There we go. And that is our pancake, guys. Turn that over. Look at that. So you can either leave them on a plate, put them in an oven or a warm place. Let's do some more. That's only one. This is how easy it is to make. So now the pan's really hot. You can either turn the pan down a bit. I'm going to turn it down just a fraction, because I know that pan's really hot and the pancakes are going to cook a lot quicker now. I think that's the one thing a lot of people forget, is once you've put the pan on really hot, your first ones are going to be like different to all the rest. You've got to have it. You've got to turn the pan down. The banana pancakes. I'm going to eat this one just to show. Do you have a favourite pancake? Ooh, not really. No, not as such. I like these though. These are really delicious because these have got flavour in. Whenever you think of a pancake, you think, well, it's usually bland is the pancake, and then you put a load of stuff on it like honey and syrup and chocolate and all that. But if you make these pancakes, the flavour's in the pancake. You don't need any extras. These are really good. Really, really healthy for you as well. And most importantly, they are low in points. What was that saying? Sorry, Melissa says that's why I'm up so early. Are you getting ready to go volunteer for that? Oh, well done, Melissa. I did some voluntary work the other day. See how brown this has got because the pan is hot. You'll see in a second. Look at that. I've turned the pan down now, so you've got to keep an eye on them. That was like half the time, wasn't it, compared to the others, compared to the first one. Yeah, I went volunteering. I just went around the local area, so I went within about maybe about 300 meters or something, maybe more, 500 meters, just around the area, picking up litter and things. And I just took a bag and went littering, not littering, picking up litter, anti-littering. What's that say? Sorry, I'm waiting on my Asda order right now. Okay. What have you ordered? Have you ordered a lot? Oh, see, this one has really risen up. So you remember inside all you've got is banana, flour. There we go. So that's our second one. Let's do another one. So yeah, out in the comments, guys, can you just let me know what type of quiz you would like tomorrow? Would you like a movie quiz? Would you like a history quiz? A geography quiz? Let me know. It's really nice and sunny out now. I love the hot weather. It's going to be cold outside, but with the sun coming through the kitchen, it's making this kitchen feel really warm. That's why I love having all my seeds and plants on my windowsills. We've probably got we've got enough for one more, so I think about 4. But if you're making them small, you can probably get about 6 pancakes. So one thing I hate the most, though, is waiting for your deliveries to arrive. So you kind of wait until they bubble up, depending on how hot your pan is. If not, just turn them over, because you don't want them too brown. But I remember the first time I made these, they weren't the best, were they? So it does take practice. These are also great, as if whenever you're thinking of a dessert to have or to cook, and you think, I've got some ice cream, what do I have the ice cream with? And you've got a banana and some flour, just make some pancakes. Banana ones. Here, we've got about one more. I can do another one. And then we're going to chop up some banana as well and just pop these on the side. We'll see, remember, we only use 3/4 of the banana. Use that palette knife to cut it up. Put them on the side. Also, keep your banana skins, because your banana skins make really good compost. There we go. So that is our banana pancakes, everybody. Look, just bring that. What do we think? So as I said, add some banana on the side. Absolutely delicious. So that's my banana pancakes. Let's do one more. Use every little piece of. That's it. And then we're nearly finished, everybody. Only said I made banana waffles once, but they stuck to the waffle line. Oh, did they? Oh dear. I hate when that happens. When you get excited about something and then you're like, oh no, and it sticks to everything, and you think, what did I do wrong? I hate to say it again, but whenever I make when I make the Yorkshire puddings, it's like whenever they don't rise, I'm like, what did I do wrong? It's just anything in life. You think, well, I haven't changed anything, but maybe it's like the temperature of the room, or have I not got the timings right? Anyway, but yeah, it's a nightmare to clean, isn't it? Hello, Chris. Lovely to see you. Please come on to Haps, Chris. Everyone that's watching on Periscope who follow me, I know you've seen a lot of Haps broadcasts, and I don't do many Periscope ones anymore, because I like to use Haps now just for solely doing something, like if it's cooking or if I'm traveling or walking somewhere. I used to come on and just have a chat, and I suppose that's what I'm going to miss from Periscope, because I could come on and just chat with you guys. I like to chat and do something else now at the same time. I might even come live on Periscope later on and do a crossword, an online crossword or something. Would anybody be up for that? Get our minds together, or if I find something we can do. So again, because the pan's hot, these are browning really quickly, about 30 seconds. Who wants pancakes? Give me a thumbs up if you want pancakes. These are the ones I made already. So I'll have 3 in total, and then I will leave you that image, and then I will come back on a bit later. I've got a few things to do though this morning, but I don't mind coming on a bit later on. So it might be in about 2 hours or something. I'll find something we can do on Periscope. So remember to turn your everybody, you can now turn your notifications on for Twitter, because in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, you won't ever get the notifications again from me on Periscope. So go and switch them on, because it's this week. This is like the most important week. You'll be like, oh yeah, I missed that broadcast. Whose broadcast was that? You might not never see them again. So turn on your notifications for me. There's a way to do it. If you go into Twitter, follow me on Twitter, click on the whenever I go live, I'll share it out on Twitter, and then you get a notification that I've gone live because I've shared it on Twitter. So it's the live broadcast part of Twitter, which is what Periscope is anyway. When a lot of people, and I'm sorry to keep saying this as well, but when a lot of people are saying that Periscope's finished, Periscope is not finishing. As an app, it is. It's just the app side that's finishing. Twitter Live is what Periscope is anyway. It's just a lot of people are not on Twitter. So it's only those people who are not on Twitter. You know, it's just Periscope that's finishing. So those people who have just used Periscope and not used Twitter, you know, a lot of broadcasts I always share out to Twitter. So you're probably well known on Twitter anyway from your live videos, because Twitter owns Periscope. So it's just that they're getting rid of the app. That's all it is. Periscope's finishing, but the actual live streaming on Twitter is going to still be there. We just don't know how good it's going to be, and it might not be as fast, but that's depending on what device you use. Okay, so I'm finished, guys. So here are my banana pancakes. Let me lift this up. Here we go. So yes, you're on, Chris. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining Haps. So I mean, I'll still be probably use Twitter Live for a different reason, and keep cooking on Haps, because I do like cooking on Haps. So they're the pancakes, guys. Thank you for watching. I shall see you all probably later, and we'll do some sort of crossword or something. So I'm going to go and enjoy these while they're warm. So see you later, guys. Bye.